welcome back to SmackDown Vs Raw 2007 GM Mode. I am your host, attackslug, the go-home show for Survivor Series. Some trades made yesterday. And yeah, we got the Big Show, we got Taker, we got Roddy Piper on our roster now. And I must ensure on this show that Melina gets a win. The one thing that she wants more than anything. Her current win-loss streak is -6. She needs a win on the show today and the glorious return of one Stone Cold Steve Austin. So a long road, no more injuries on this show. Give me a hell yeah. But we do have a number of contracts to perhaps investigate and make sure they are renewed for JBL, for Stone Cold, for Edge, for Mysterio. You know, spend some cash on those. It's fine. And finally, what? New contract, what? And then, bye time. That's not for a little bit here. So, let's get through our business first. There's currently, as our champions, Triple H, Book and JBL, Umanga, and Trish freaking Stratus. No ongoing rivalries. Is there anybody interesting in the free agency? The lovely Lita and the Boogeyman. I'm okay. The Go Home Raw, Portland, Oregon. I want a clean slate on this Raw. So every single match gonna be vacated, and then we'll book with our new talent and see what makes the most sense. Okay, completely vacant show. In your main events, the returning Stone Cold Steve Austin wants a crack at the game Triple H for that WWE Championship. And if you tell me that he is not a contender, then what are we even doing here? Let's find out. WWE title start. We're good with Stone Cold and Triple H. Stamina is fine, maybe even in a cage if I'd like, but we'll see. I don't know if leaving the IC title on Umaga is good for business. If we run Umaga and Mr. Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect for that IC title, he should hopefully be a contender. Yes. Match number 4 will be where I need to make sure it is a win with Melina and Trish. So Melina must win after 6 losses in this show. And honestly, at least 2 of those shouldn't have happened, but Mickie James was the problem there. So, you know, non-title, sure. Match number 3. Where is that dead man? And Roddy Piper. Match number 2, a perhaps tag team affair. Booker T, JBL, but who should they face as the heels? Dude Love is a face, and Cactus Jack is a face. Team Foley all the way, but for now, non-title. And match number 1, I know we have the world's largest and the world's smallest. Where is Ray? There we go. And so right now, without adding any additional stipulations, is there anybody else I have not put on this card that should be added to a matchup besides myself, who is obviously pretty low on that totem pole? Handicap 1-on-2. Who else could be on the side of Rey Mysterio? Oh, right. Bobby Lashley is not booked because his tag team partner, Rob Van Dam, got traded. So Lashley and Ray versus The Big Show. Can that put over Lashley and Ray is a very good question. Considering I don't know what's going to happen on the pay-per-view and what might be a large stamina cost on that pay-per-view, I will take the hit on the fans on this show and then hopefully make it back on that Survivor Series, and hopefully avoiding any future injuries of any kind. But Taker and Piper have 0 on their stamina because they just came from SmackDown. Therefore, they can get in that cage and bump their rating promo number 2, hyping up that main event title matchup with Triple H and Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm hoping that John Cena does what John Cena does in this IC title matchup. And of course, if Stone Cold gets it back on his first night back, that would be a fantastic story, but it is the Triple H reign of terror, as we've seen on this playthrough. So that being said, is there anybody else besides the lovely Melina that needs something on my roster? I'm always very forgetful. So Austin wants a win, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. He has a -3 on that loss streak. His last title match was August, and we're in November. Yeah, rough times. But otherwise, a happy roster is a good roster. And fatigue-wise, Umaga and JBL. And so, this is the go-home show. And the only thing to make sure of is Melina. Otherwise, let's let those chips fall where they may. 1.2 mil in our cash. A 96,000 show cost. So, can this show make money? We'll see. Match number 1, The Big Show versus Ray and Lashley. And thankfully, we had a right winner in a handicap match, which is nice. Tag teams. Is it going to be Team Foley? Yes, it will. Match number 3, Taker vs. Piper in the cage. Taker wins in the cage. We must make sure that Melina gets a win here. I think I may have solved the mystery of why Melina keeps losing. She's working the match in high heels. You can't work a match in high heels. What are you doing? After 6 straight losses, finally a win for Melina. Get you some wrestling boots. Match number 5, can John Cena get it done with that IC title? No, he cannot. Umaga beats Cena. That's unfortunate. And can Stone Cold reclaim, yes he can, his WWE Championship? Hell in a Cell announced. Raw does 180,000 with the return of Stone Cold Steve Austin. A 4-star Raw rating. I see caught in the act here. SmackDown gets a 3-star SmackDown, with those trades being a problem for them. 5.97 for Monday Night Raw. And SmackDown is 4.03. So who was caught in the act on what? The SmackDown GM addressed the fans this past week. And while taking shots at Raw, a video started playing on the screen exposing everything that was being said as a lie. The fans' frustration was obvious at the live event as the boos were almost deafening. Yeah, that definitely reflected in the ratings. So again, stop slandering my show. A cross-branded Hell in a Cell announced, which is why I did not want to burn too much stamina. I thought that could be a problem. And so 1.6 in the cash. Emails says Hell in a Cell. Who will survive? Okay, sure. My roster, we'll see how they are here in their fatigue, in their contractual obligations. Umaga is kind of up there at half, and then otherwise, we're fine. But more importantly, only one content superstar, and that is indeed John Cena, who is on a 3-match losing streak. Unfortunately, he did not beat the Bulldozer. My current champions as such, that SmackDown vacated 2 matches. So 2.5, 3.5, 4, 4.5. Michaels and the Anvil for the US title in your main event. And Chavo, Mick, and Super Crazy versus Flair, Finlay, and Carlito. Interesting. On Raw, 3.5 stars. So 3, 3.5, 4, 3, 3.5, 4. Fan support looking like this. Can we win at Survivor Series is a very important question. And yeah, let's see how they have it laid out. I'm very curious. Okay, so we get match 2, we get match 4, and the main event is a Raw versus SmackDown. So certainly Austin versus The Rock would be the most logical conclusion there, but not John Cena versus Triple H and Bobby Lashley is a wild one. So I can only change the guy here in this top spot, which is fine. Match 4, though, no. Vacate that for now. And match 2, vacate that for now. Considering I don't have any ongoing rivalries, then certainly I should have my IC title on the line, as well as my tag team titles on the line. Meanwhile, they're booking Mankind and Batista in an Iron Man match, and a last man standing HBK Kurt Angle for the US title. So yes, my mid-card title on the line, Intercontinental. What kind of match that's only on pay-per-view can I book besides last man standing? I can do Iron Man. That is a lot of fatigue. What about an IC Battle Royal? 6-man over the top rope. Bobby Lashley, Cactus Jack, The Undertaker, your champion, Umaga, John Cena, and the Rated R Superstar, Edge. That's a pretty good 6. But my tag team titles. So, World Tag Team Championships, Tag Team TLC, JBL, Booker T, Roddy Piper, and Rey Mysterio. And do I bother to book this business of the opening deal here? Is it even important? And so, Melina and Trish, you're on the pre-show. But who will face Carlito? Should it be The Big Show? Should it be Dude Love? And so 122 is the deal there. Let's lock and load on this pay-per-view. Confirm the card. We got 1.5. Here we go. Match 1 is vacant. Match 2 on Heat. Melina and Trish. Melina, that's 2 in a row. Good for her. And can Dude Love beat Carlito? No, he cannot. Mankind beats Batista in the Iron Man matchup. Our tag team titles. And still, Shawn beats Kurt Angle, who walks out of the 6-man Battle Royal with the IC title. Edge, once again, your IC champion. I thought I knew him. And your main event. When you hear the glass, that's your ass. You think you're special. You do. Stunner! Stunner! 1, 2, 3. And thus concludes the pay-per-view. How do we do in the ratings? Taker got hurt. Great. Fan change. SmackDown won 50K. Hell on Earth. Even though I won the main event, 5-star Raw rating, how did we lose that show by 50K? Okay, interesting. 5.9 for Raw and 4.08 for SmackDown, and Taker has a minor injury of a concussion. How long is Taker hurt with that minor injury? Oh, 1 week is fine. Relax, dead man. You don't it now. Congratulations, Raw won Hell in the Cell, but did not win the pay-per-view, which is wild to me to even think about, but okay. On the roster, what is my fatigue looking like here? Umaga needs a week or a month or time off. Meanwhile, in the morale, John Cena is content and wants to win. In the contracts, we're okay on that for a bit here. We got $2 million in the bank, which is all right. It's not terrible. But next week, we need 6 new rivalries. I would still like to trade Umaga because of his fatigue. It's wild. He's 83.76. I just don't see it happening, but just trade me for Mr. Perfect. That's all I'm asking for, and I bet you they say no. Yep. In the reports, pay-per-view results. 4.5, 3.5, 4.5, 4, and 4.5. So yes, our tag team match did us no favors there, considering that match 1 and match 3 did better ratings than match 2 and match 4. I get it. I do. It's fine. Both of these were 3. Whatever. In any event, the fan support does kind of maintain, mostly, and hopefully, in building up new rivalries for the next Raw pay-per-view, which is when? It's not Armageddon, which is SmackDown. It would be New Year's Revolution. So that's the plan there in Anchorage, Alaska. A 7-week deal for that. So hopefully a nice solid 7 weeks, which means we are more than halfway towards WrestleMania. That's the end of the show. In any event, I am your host, attackslug. More videos right here. I'll see you next time and next week. See you then, and I'm out.